Hello viewers, hope you all are fine and enjoyed the festival of light, that is Diwali, very well. So this is Dr. Sudha and today I am going to discuss before you about the sound pollution. It is otherwise also known as your noise pollution. Okay, so it is a part of your environmental pollution, and we have already discussed several aspects of environmental pollution, and these all are there in my previous videos. So you can go there and watch all the earlier videos that are saved there. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the sound pollution, or that is also known as noise pollution. So it is one important chapter in your environmental pollution subject aspect. Okay, so most important one. So before discussing more on this topic, we should at least know what is the basic difference between sound and noise. Okay, then how sound passes from one medium and it reaches to our ear so that we can listen. So let us see what is the definition. So sound is vibrations transmitted through air or another medium. Okay, so it needs one medium to um, pass from one place to another place. Noise is a sound that is loud, unpleasant, unexpected, or undesired. Okay, so when sound become unpleasant, that is known as your noise. So noise is an undesirable and unwanted sound, we can say, and noise is a form of waste energy. Okay, but we never term all sound as noise. Okay, so sound waves. So sound passes through waves. It is the form of transport for sound, and it cannot be transmitted in a vacuum due to a lack of medium to carry the vibration. Okay, so where in one point your sound is generated, then that vibration is shifted from one place to another through some medium. Okay, and here the medium is your air. Then what is noise pollution? So sound that is unwanted or disrupts one's quality of life is called as noise. Okay, we already know that. So when there is lot of noise in the environment, it is termed as noise pollution. Okay, so sound becomes undesirable when it disturbs the normal activities such as working, sleeping, during conversations. Okay, so it is an on we can say it is one environmental problem because of the fact that we cannot see, we cannot smell, or we cannot taste it. So World Health Organization, which is abbreviated as WHO, you all have learned this organization during COVID pandemic. Okay, every day we listen. WHO suggested this, WHO suggested that. Okay, so that organization, it defined that noise must be recognized as a major threat to human well-being. So we will learn here how the noise affects our listening part. Okay, or how it affects our ear. So before learning that, at least we should develop one fundamental knowledge regarding the parts of the ear. Okay, so here in the picture you see in front of your screen. So ear is your, as you, all of you know that the sense organ that detects sounds, isn't it? So we can hear the sound only due to the presence of the structure of the ear. Okay, and ear is divided into different parts like outer ear, that is known as pinna, then ear canal, then inner ear, okay, that is known as cochlea. So outer ear acts as a funnel on the outside of the ear that directs sound into the ear, okay, and ear canal, that is a tube running from the outer ear to the inner ear to transmit sound, okay. Then inner ear is also known as cochlea, a hollow tube in the inner ear of higher vertebrates, usually coiled like a snail cell, where sound waves are transmitted into electrical impulses which are sent onto the brain. Okay, so this is a small view of your parts of ear. You at least should know these basic things. Okay, then you can easily understand that when noise intensity is increased, then how it affects our eardrum. Okay, so here you see, so in particular this noise pollution, we have to at least know some terms like your wavelength, frequency, amplitude, cycle. So all these are taught you in physics, okay, in your plus 2 classes. So what is wavelength? It is distance between pressure peaks, okay. Wavelength means in between two, we can say when suppose tides passing, so tide has its crest and top, so in between two highest point, the length is known as wavelength. Then frequency means the number of wavelengths that appears to pass a fixed point in 1 second, okay. Then amplitude means what? Heights of the peak, which represents the pressure intensity and is related to the volume or loudness, okay. So cycle is, it is a single wavelength. So these are some basic terms you should at least know. Maybe your short question or fill up the dash for 1 mark question may come. Okay. So here in the right side you see that it is the noise thermometer. Okay. For example, as we measure the body temperature through thermometer, here noise thermometer measures the sound intensity. Okay, or we can say sound pressure level, that is in decibel. So you see here what are the decibels for different events. So in our bedroom, that we generally talk with each other, it generates the decibel of 20 to 30. Okay, then in living room, as we talk somehow loudly, so it generates 40 decibel noise. Then in a business office, conversational speech, it is about 60 decibel. Then your street traffic, heavy truck, all this generates about 90 decibel of noise. Okay, then live rock music, then your jet engine, it generates the highest noise levels more than 120 decibel. Okay, so noise pollution. So now, as we discussed, that noise is one of the most pervasive, or we can say devastating pollutant. Noise by definition is sound without value or any noise that is unwanted by the recipient. So noise level is measured in terms of decibel. WHO has prescribed optimum noise level as 45 decibel by day and 35 decibel by night. So in daytime and in night time, the noise level varies. Okay, so anything above 80 decibel is hazardous. So if noise intensity will be more than 80 decibel, then it will create damage to your health, to your ear. Okay. So there are some sources of noise pollution from where this noise comes. So basically sources is categorized into two types. One is indoor sources, another is outdoor sources. So indoor source means inside your office, inside your home, inside any organization. Those are all indoor. Outdoor means when noise will be or will come from outside sources, means from traffic, from industries. Those are known as ambient or outdoor noise pollution sources. Okay. So indoor sources includes noise produced by radio, television, generators, electric fans, air coolers, air conditioners, different home appliances. Suppose we are running washing machines. Okay. Family conflict, sometimes the members of the family, they try to quarrel among each other with a loud voice. Okay, that is also a indoor source of noise. The noise pollution is more in cities due to a higher concentration of population and industries and activities such as transportation. Okay, so noise, like other pollutants, is a byproduct of industrialization, urbanization, and modern civilization. Okay, are you getting my point, my dear students? Okay, all these are made for you, so you can also go for your notes. Okay, you can make your notes by keeping a pen and paper with you, and you just write down from your screen. Okay, so all these are your indoor sources of noise pollution. Then outdoor sources, it includes indiscriminate use of loudspeakers, industrial activities, automobiles, rail traffic, aeroplanes, and activities such as those at marketplace, religious, social, cultural functions, sports, political rallies. Okay, so in rural areas, farm machines, pump sets are main source of noise pollution. So suppose, for example, during festivals, marriage ceremony, many other occasions, use of firecrackers. Recently, that you used different types of crackers of high intensity during Diwali. That is another important source of your noise, outdoor noise pollution. Okay. So now let us see standard of noise. Okay, and during daytime and night time in different areas. Okay, so you look here, that is from quiet conversation, your intensity, how much intensity of your noise is generated, that is 20 to 30 decibel. Okay, so in daytime and night time, what will be the limit, we will see in the next slide. But here another important, you see here, that from which source how many intensity of noise is developed. So quiet conversation develop 20 to 30 decibel of noise, loud conversation 60 decibel, then aircraft noise 90 to 120 decibel, then motorcycle 105 decibel, radio music 50 to 60 decibel, traffic noise 60 to 90 decibel, heavy truck 90 to 100 decibel, space vehicle 140 to 170 decibel. Okay, and jet engine generates 140 decibel of noise. So here let us see some effects of noise pollution. So noise pollution is highly annoying and irritating, as I told you earlier. The noise disturbs sleep. It causes hypertension, means high blood pressure. Then emotional problems such as aggression, mental depression. The noise pollution adversely affects efficiency and performance of individuals. Suppose you are working, or you are reading, or you are writing something, and someone is playing the your instrument with a very high intensity or high volume. Okay, then will you feel comfortable to work? No. Okay, so noise pollution adversely affect efficiency of work capacity also. So then it affects differently, like it creates your different health problems also, like high blood pressure and your sometimes heart attack in case of your adult, or your we can say in mm, okay, so effect we have completed. Now let us see what is the noise limit in daytime and night time in different areas. For example, in your left side, the area code is given as ABCD, and the category of area is described as industrial area, commercial area, residential area, and finally your silence zone. Okay, so silence zone, to which area this we will refer as silence zone, it is mentioned here in that 100 meters around hospitals, educational institutions, courts, okay, religious places, or any other area which is declared as such by the competent authority is recognized as your silence zone. Okay, so in silence zone in daytime the noise limits is your 50 decibel, within 50 decibel, and in night time it is prescribed within 40 decibel. Okay, so in residential area it is below 55 decibel in daytime and 45 decibel during night time, and in commercial area it is noted as 65 decibel in daytime and 55 decibel in night time. Okay, so in industrial areas, during daytime the noise limit is 75 decibel, and during night time it is 70 decibel. And that daytime and night time, you may not be confused. Daytime measurement means the measurement is done from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, and night time means the time will be from 10 to 6 a.m. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, is it clear to you or not? Okay, so here you see in the top there is one instrument. It is known as digital sound level meter. Through that your noise level is measured. So now you got some idea regarding the what is noise, effects of noise, then the sources of noise. Okay, what is indoor noise, outdoor noise, then effects, and then the intensity of noise generated from different sources, isn't it? Okay, so now solution. Come to the end part of this lecture, that is your solution for noise pollution, means how we can manage this great problem. So first one is planting bushes and trees in and around sound generating sources is an effective solution for noise pollution. Means if you will go for massive plantation around a area where there is generation of high intensity of noise, then it will be a great solution. Okay, then second is your regular servicing and turning of automobiles can effectively reduce the noise pollution. Means you have to check the your vehicles, automobiles frequently, so that the engine capacity and the engine your sound will be reduced. Then buildings can be designed with suitable noise absorbing material for the walls, windows, and ceilings, so that the outside noise will be protected and it cannot come beyond to that walls, so that it will reach to your ear. Okay. Then workers should be provided with equipment such as ear plugs, ear mops for hearing protection. Okay. Otherwise, I have told you regarding the structure of our ear. Then if some protective equipments will not be used by them, then as you know, they are always exposed to the high frequency of noise. Then if they will not use these devices, then they will always be exposed to this high intensity of noise, and which will ultimately affect their eardrum or outer ear, inner ear, as I told you in the structure of the ear. Okay, are you getting my point or not? Yes. So similar to automobiles, lubrication of the machinery and servicing should be done to minimize noise generation. So if the machineries will be lubricated in continuous interval of time, then it is sure that a majority intensity of your noise from those machines will be reduced. Okay. Then second is next is your soundproof doors and windows can be installed to block unwanted noise from outside. Then regulations should be imposed to restrict the uses of play loudspeakers in crowded areas and public places. Okay, then factories and industries should be located far from the residential areas. Okay, as you know that there is a limitation of noise during daytime and night time in residential areas as 45 decibel in night time and 55 decibel in daytime respectively. Okay. So these are all about your this lecture on sound pollution, or we can say better as noise pollution. So go through this properly, thoroughly, so that you can attend all the multiple choices questions or long type question if it will come in your final examination. Okay guys, so thank you for your listening and watching this video. So like, share and subscribe for further videos of your syllabus. Okay. So this will also help you in your future when you will appear any type of competitive examination, because there is always question come from this environment sections. Okay, minimum 8 to 10 question will come from this environment section. So be prepared and go thoroughly about this chapter. Okay guys, thank you and we will meet in our next video. Okay, bye bye, take care.